Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday. um, I woke up at like 9. We all basically kind of slept in. Anyways, I am taking apart this. This has my daughter's headband in it, and it was supposed to be like a sleep cap, snood looking thing. And it was put on the back burner from like, I think last summer. No. Maybe like fall break. I don't know. Anyways, it's been almost a year. So I'm going to take it apart. Put my scrap pieces back in here for a minute. I was using a 10mm hook. I'm going to see as much as I can take apart. I woke up at 3:40 this morning, I think. Something like that. Right after Daniel went to work. And then being pregnant. I peed myself. Trying to go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go, and I woke up and I extremely had to go to the bathroom. Fun fact. Crazy. Anyways. Then I was up until like 5, I think. I was watching some videos and I had my headphones in. I had one of them in, and then I had my little touch lamp. Now this is brighter at night, but this one, it's a rechargeable. I think I bought this on Amazon or in Walmart. I really want to say I bought this at Walmart. I don't remember, but it's got touch this button here. I love this little lamp. Battery life lasts pretty great on it. I like it because, well, one, it's rechargeable, but two, I don't have to use my electric, like my regular lamp down there. I could plug it, I can have it right here by my bed if I don't want a candle. It's bright enough that my husband can sleep with it. Like, obviously he's going to see some light compared to as if it's completely dark, but I can have it bright enough where I can read or do what I want to do and go from there, and it's not bothering him. Now, that circular shawl, that 3/4 circular shawl, I'm really liking those. One, they work up pretty quickly. Two, they like drape over the front of you, and that's kind of what I was looking for. The only one that I can really get down is the one that I'm working on. Like, okay. I know when you do anything circular, you have to do the increases. I don't like counting increases. I don't. The way that this one works out is you have to, like, you can't remember where the V's are. The V stitches. So like, you can't place the V in the V stitch when it comes to, like, an actual hat or things like that. Now, you can do that, but you have to remember how many increases you're doing on when you go to do it. So, like, if you start out with 8, next one's 16, and then it's 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then it's like 2 2 2, like, and so on. And I don't want to have to sit there and count every single time. Also with that too, like, because on the ends you are increasing, you're putting 2 or 3 in the ends in that very last stitch, but on the next row up you're only putting 1. So it's fine. I just want something that I can remember. Oh, look, these are connected. That's cool. I say that because I genuinely forgot how this yarn was. Anyways, like I said, I just want something that I can get lost in the sauce, and if I mess up, I mess up. Because I know, like, oh, here at the end, instead of putting the beginning of this, like, pie slice, I'm here at the end one, so I need to put 1 instead of 2, and then leave those 2s for the very last stitch. Yeah. My youngest came in with cookies. Daniel bought decorated cookies and he had one more left to decorate, so he wanted to decorate it. Couldn't get it open. Finally got the big pouch open. I had to use my teeth because it wasn't opening. And it kind of broke his, it broke his little cookie. They're pretty decent cookies, but it broke. He said it's fine. I felt bad. But like there was no way of getting it open. Okay. I will say I'm glad I didn't weave in any ends on this. Because if I did, this whole thing would have been like just trashed. Man. Oh yeah, so there's that. I'm not hating, so don't think I'm hating when I say this. Here's my 10mm hook. I love making granny blankets, like continuous grannies, and I like making little grannies or grannies to put on like my patchwork blanket and different things. And I will do solid grannies, I will do regular grannies, but I don't like making individual tiny grannies and putting them together. However, between my yarn that I have and the yarn that I'm getting in the mail, I'm supposed to get my pinks. I'm supposed to get my pinks today, and then I'm supposed to get my my other ones by the 31st. But anyways, I want to make some scrappy little, either scrappy or like scrappy not scrappy, I don't know, but just make up some granny squares and then join them together to make a triangle shawl. I don't know if I'm going to do the join as you go method or do the invisible stitch. I have no idea. Not the invisible stitch, but like, I don't know. I want to kind of, I like the way that it looks with the join as you go method, but I don't want to have to sit there and join as you go and find a whole nother yarn when I can use scrap pieces of yarn to join them together, weave it in, and then I can put a border on it. So I'm kind of in limbo on what I want to do. From what I've seen, you make granny squares and you make little triangles to fit at the neckline, so it's like that like shape that you need it to be, or you know what I'm saying. I'm just debating on what I want to do. Or I could do like single crochet over top. Today my daughter goes camping with my mom, so there's that. Man, it's not bad. It's just, I made this kind of tight, and it's double strand, so I gotta make sure I'm pulling them out, and I'm not. I'll be able to get my finger up right there. Anyways, I had to get her meds ready so she can go. I don't know what time my mom's dropping off my oldest and picking up my middle child. AC's going. Guess it's pretty hot outside if the AC is on. I think I have it set to like 73 or 74. I suffocate in the heat if it's any less or, you know, any more. Usually I could leave it on like 75, 77 to 75. Just to like conserve electric. But if it's anything like this pregnancy, if it's anything below or anything more than like a 74, I am ready to vomit. I can't breathe. It's bad. And I think it's just because like I have a baby that's growing internally who also has like her kind of has her blood flow and my blood flow volume is bigger, so it's making me hotter. I'm eating more, which is making energy, making heat. It's summertime. I don't know. Hopefully by taking this off of here, I can have it done and have it off in enough time for my daughter to wear it while she's camping, because it's just like the band that you put on your hair to pull your hair back, and it's one of hers. Oh, so yesterday I have so many projects. I don't think I have as many projects as other people, but right around Christmas time, I wanted to make everybody Christmas sweaters in my house for New Year's. Okay, I want to make sure this doesn't come back through. But here is that like that version, that way that I'm doing that white one, that white, pink, and blue one. And then it will drape over the shoulders. Oh, I didn't fold it right, but anyways, I had this jumbo thing of red. So the boys had red and blue. My kids had a lot of blue with a little bit of red. My husband had a lot of red with a little bit of blue. And like, I can never run out of this. So my goal is I'm going to get to 60 inches in the wingspan on that, or I'm going to use all this. So whatever gets me there first, I'm cool with it. So that's my plan. That's what I want. And I'm tired of looking at that red. It's not that I don't like red. Red is my husband's color. Red is my boys' color. And I'm just so tired of looking at that red. And it's like, no matter what I do, I still have it. And I'm thankful for it. And I believe the Lord has had me hold on to it. I say me. I feel like the Lord has had it in my house until there was a special place for it to go. Now, I don't know where that place is. I'm just making up a bunch of shawls, and I am going to go on my merry little way. I could very well donate them. I was going to donate to the Salvation Army, and I've dealt with Salvation Army before, but not for like donations like that I don't want to sell. I've gotten rid of stuff that I knew like they would resell at their store. It was my kid. I don't like having my kids on camera for like their privacy, so like I abruptly like pause it. Anyways, I did like a couple of big clean outs a couple years ago, and I put everything inside my van, and I just told them to take it. So that's what they did. It was like a no interaction kind of thing. I mean, like, they did let you know that they were here, but like that was it. Verify that that's where it was, and so did that. That was great. But yeah, I don't want to sell these. I want to have them go to somewhere. So I think I might do like a cancer center and a hospice center, vice versa. I don't know. But I do want to get a bunch to put together, and then I think I'm going to take my blue wagon, my foldable wagon, and take the bags in that away, because I can't carry them. What's in my cup is Pedialyte. Okay, a couple months ago I had to drink Pedialyte and eat Pedialyte popsicles and things to help with my nausea. Well, I found some of those ice cubes that had some of them in there last night, and I wanted to use them up and refill. It wasn't all my trays, but because I'm missing like one or two, plus freezers. We have a refrigerator, freezer, and we have a deep freeze, and I didn't want to make too many. So anyways, what I'm getting at is, what am I getting at? Oh, so I put those in my cup last night with some regular ice cubes that we came across, and I added a little bit of water, and I've just been slowly letting that ice melt and drinking it, and it's been helping me. My youngest came in asking if his dad, my husband, can pick up popsicles while he's at work. And I was like, I'm gonna have to call him. And then he was talking about his little friend who said that she put a watermelon flavor packet inside of a Coke and said it tastes like melted Doritos or melted burritos. And I was like, did she like it? And he goes, no. She said she spit it up and it made her throw up. Kids are funny. So, what I need to do, it's going to be done. I don't know if it's going to be done today. I had Aubrey get everything that was in front of my closet that was on the floor and put it up here on my bed, and I'm going through it. I know like where stuff needs to go, but I'm going through it. I'm throwing away stuff. I've opened Amazon packages that need to be opened up and just put in their dedicated home, and throwing away like actual garbage where my kids just like drop stuff off, and then like Amazon package garbage. So I just get that cleaned up, and then vacuuming it. That's all done today. Vacuuming, I don't know if I'm going to get that done today or tomorrow. I would like to get it done today, but we'll see. Oh, here's the hand. Yay. Okay. Oh, I've been reading this book. Let me show you. So 4th of July, I was at my mother and father-in-law's house, and by the table we were playing cards. It has different names, but we were playing Chase the Ace and Detonate, and then we went outside and played something. Anyways, we were playing that, and it was fun. Family was there, extended, like kids, like my group of kids, my husband's siblings, and then like my kids' cousins and stuff like that were there. Anyways. By her table, on this like little roll around thing, she had this book. It's called Praying the Bible for Your Children, David and Heather Cope. And I've been reading it. I'm on page 18. And it uses scripture, and it talks about like how we're invited to pray for our kids, and even Jesus, like, he wasn't the father of that. That's a big ball of yarn. I'm not gonna put that in there because my hand's gonna get stuck. But he wasn't the father of his disciples, but he was like the interceptor for the disciples to the Lord, and he prayed for them, and so did like Moses for the people and Jeremiah for people. And like it's not saying that like Moses was the father of the Israelites, and neither was Jeremiah, but it like puts into another perspective for you to like understand it. And then just like how praying the Bible over your kids is really important. and it helps, and it like helps you memorize scripture, and like when you sit there and you pray for your kids, you know, like the Lord wants to hear what's on your heart, and that's what it talks about in there too. But it's like, you know, just have an open, honest conversation with the Lord. But sometimes we can get stuck with our feelings and things. We're just like, Lord, please keep our kids safe. But, and then like, we tend to like, even when we do that, like we tend to worry because we're like, sorry, I'm trying to pull this apart because I pulled it the wrong way. We can tend to worry and forget like how God is, in a sense of how mighty He is. But when we pray, you know, like, you know, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He is our rock and our refuge. He is the light in the darkness. He is, He allows no weapons to form against me. He delivers us from the evil one. He is our shepherd amongst our, you know, His flock of people. Which means He will protect us from the prey. He, like, you know what I'm saying? And then it also just like goes into like what an honor it is to be able to pray for people. And that shows how much you love and care for people, because if you didn't, even if it's a stranger, like, you know, something that you see online, or, you know, like this whole Candace Owens things, like you want to pray for her to be delivered from the wicked of Satan. Anyways, you know, you want to pray for their salvation. What are you doing in here, Pippin? I'm just trying to correct my youngest for being a parent. But yeah, it's a good book. It's a really good book. I'm wanting to get further into it. So what I'm starting to do, and I haven't done this consistently, is at night, I need to read my Bible more. I need to get back into that routine of waking up, reading my Bible, and reading my Bible before bed. But what I'm going to start doing is shutting my phone off, either bricking it like I'd have the brick, or shutting it off completely until morning, and just say like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Somebody riding a bike on the trail back there. Anyways, and then just reading the Word while also crocheting, because I have to have something to do with my hands. And then reading this book. I want to get the other book where it says praying the Bible for, it's not praying the Bible for X, Y, and Z, but they've got different ones for like what you're looking for, which is really good. Thought it was a kid. I plan on spending time in there. But I gotta get my room in order first. Like, I can't have these like tripping hazards, small tiny little walkways, because I have projects going on, and my kids like to dump their shoes right where I have to stand up to get out of bed. When there's a shoe bin right there by the front door, and you hit the shoe bin before you come in my room. Yeah. It's fun. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's my life. Anyways, trying to get this yarn off of here. But yeah, I would like to make a scrappy triangle shawl, like a granny triangle shawl, and stick to it. I don't think it's gonna need that many granny squares. I don't think. I'm gonna watch a couple videos, see how they do it, see how, like, because the one I came across, that was the join as you go, which is fine. But if I could find ones where I don't have to join as I go and I can just put them together, yeah, that'd be great. Oh, one thing I learned about myself last night. I need to get better at it. But crocheting while reading. Yeah, so I love like I say back in the day, but anything like prior to televisions and mainstream media and like phones and things like that, because I was born in 1990, but I have like an old school heart with the tech, like the availability to know how to work devices and things like that. It's just like where the Lord put me. But I like listening to like soap operas on the radio, I like to listen to the FM radio, the AM radio. Sorry, I'm coming like right up on the edge of this. Anyways, let's see it. And I like to just be able to do something where I don't need my phone to do that thing that I need to, to keep myself occupied. So last night I was reading that book while crocheting, and I did have to like stop every couple of minutes or couple seconds and see if I was putting them in the right way, because I was doing increases. So it wasn't like super. I got a bug bite on my arm. It wasn't super like repetitive, where I could just go and go and go and go and go and not have to read it. So like I had to make sure I was putting the increase in the right spot. But like when I got into a spot where it was just like a straight shoot, I could do it. Anyways, something new I learned about myself. I do want to use up these balls of yarn. I gotta switch. See, I gotta swap the laundry, but I can't bend. I have the dryer and pull the clothes out. So hopefully there's nothing in the dryer and I can just wash the clothes that's in the washer. Put the washer into the dryer. You know what I'm saying? Put the washer clothes into the dryer. And then wash another load of clothes. So that's my goal. I'm not doing much. Honestly, I'm leaving all kind of like the big things, the big like declutter things, until my kids are gone with my mom, because then I can go through things, I can downsize, I can declutter, I can load up, I don't have to worry about I was playing with Nate wasn't. But yeah, I want to get rid of stuff here next couple weeks. My birthday's coming up, and I wanted a electric recliner because my muscular dystrophy. I have never been able to use my leg muscles to push the leg piece down on the recliner. So I want to get an electric one that I can use. And I can't get off my couch because it just sits way too low and it's broken. And we don't plan on fixing it quite yet. So I have to just like finagle myself, and in a way, like I can't just get up. So if I get a recliner, I can sit in that. That'd be my chair. And I could sit and be comfortable and do what I need to do. Go about my day. Yeah, so I need to clean out my living room. The stupid bug bite, man. I have mosquitoes in my room for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why. Alright, here's my daughter's headband. I'm going to get back to her. So, project scrapped. That was fun. I don't know why it took 30 minutes to scrap that, but it did. I think because I was talking and different things. But yeah, I'm just trying to get my room cleaned up, and mostly my room, the hallway, and clothes, which is like the washer and dryer. Get that going. And then that'll be my project for today. Daniel gets home. I don't know if Daniel's going to get home before Mason gets home or what, but I'll see you guys in another video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and tell us what you're up to. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.